before we even lay down, we're going to start with a seated exercise. So you can hold on underneath your thighs. Beginners, you probably want to get that support and hold underneath here. And I'm going to lift up tall so you can see I'm lifted through my spine. It's okay if your knees are apart. They don't have to be touching together. Just leave them at a comfortable distance for you. So we're focusing on our spine. Inhale, it's tall. And on the exhale, you're going to roll down onto your tailbone and roll back. And picture making the letter C shape with your spine. So only go down about halfway. Take an inhale here. Use your breath. Exhale and pull yourself back up. Trying not to use too much arms. Use more abs. And then lift all the way tall again. So we can feel ourselves going through these different positions. Exhale, roll down, making your C curve. Take a breath out. Inhale back in and exhale, pull yourself back up. Now, if you're more advanced in your fitness level, you certainly want to let go of your hands for this. So exhale, roll it down. Hold it here on the inhale. Don't let those feet pop up. Exhale, pull yourself back up and lift tall. So now, if you like, you can keep your hands here if you want, or you can keep them off. Try to move your legs a little closer together. And let's reach forward first. Inhale, rounding your spine. Staying rounded, roll it down halfway. Again, you can use your hands still if you want. And exhale, pulling yourself forward. And inhale, roll it down. And exhale, pull yourself up. So we're speeding it up a little bit here. Inhale, roll it down. And exhale, lifting up. Inhale back, keeping your C curve the entire time. Exhale here. And we're just going to go ahead and roll ourselves all the way down onto the mat now. Take your time. Don't let yourself plop down. This is a lot of work right here, just getting yourself down to the mat. So again, have that towel handy, and you can decide if you feel more comfortable with that underneath you as compared to laying straight on the mat, so that your chin doesn't jut out like this. We can keep our neck in its neutral position. All right, so once we're on here, move your feet a little bit closer. And we're just going to take some time to feel the natural position of our body. You notice that you could get a little bit of your hand underneath. Everyone is different, but your spine in its natural state has space between you and the mat, even if it's not visible. So what we're going to do now is just work on our pelvic movement for a little bit. So if you were looking at your pelvis right now, you'd be able to balance a teacup here. It's in its natural neutral position. So to warm up a bit, let's change that. Let's go ahead and tip the teacup forward so you're arching your back. You're making that space bigger. And then come with your pelvis tilting more toward you and spill your teacup this way. And you're tilting your pelvis now. And we'll just alternate directions. Tilt it forward and tilt it back to you. We're just warming it up a little bit. Tilt it forward and back toward you. Now when I'm tilting it back, I'm not actually lifting my behind off. I'm just tilting the pelvis slightly. So doing that a couple times, you're just getting it loosened, warmed up, and we're feeling the different positions of our spine. So stop in the middle, and this is what we call our neutral position. So we're going to come back to this position a lot, and when I talk about your natural neutral position, this is what I'm talking about. There's another position that we're going to go over right now called the supported back. So when we're lifting our legs up into the air for some of the exercises, which we're going to do now, you want to bring your back into a supported position. So take an inhale like we practiced, and exhale, tightening up your belly, lift your left leg up, and feel your back kind of come down onto the mat, just flattening down. You're not pushing it into the mat. It's just flattening naturally onto the mat. Take another inhale, and on the exhale, lift your right leg up to meet. So you see this is work here. We have to keep our belly pulled in and keep your back from arching. This is what can hurt you. You want to make sure that we're keeping our back flat up onto the mat in this supported position. What's happening is your rib cage and your hips are coming closer together here. We're not letting them open like this. We're keeping everything close and pulled in. So let's just try to hold this. Inhale, and on the exhale, bring the left leg back down, and then bring the right leg back down, and let's try it again. Take an inhale to get ready. Get ready to pull your ribs and hips toward each other and lift the left leg up. Inhale, and exhale, lift the right leg up, and drop the left leg back down to the mat. And the right leg back down. And we're back down into our natural and neutral position. So we are going to put the legs up for some of the exercises, but I want to start now with a simple chest lift. So you're going to bring your hands behind your head. When we lift the head up, I don't want you to mush your neck into your chest here, we want to leave a little space that's just big enough for a tangerine or something here. So you're kind of lifting upward with your hands. You're giving traction to your neck. So let's focus on the upper body of the chest lift. So it's inhale, exhale, we lift up. We're not coming up very far. We're lifting up here, pulling the abs in. Inhale, bring it back down. And exhale, lift. Inhale, back down. And exhale, lift. Now before we do any more, I want to focus on the lower body for a minute. Naturally, a lot of people tilt their pelvis in toward them when they do their crunches. So what we want to do is take that out and leave your tailbone heavy on the mat. So as you exhale and lift up, you might not be able to come up that high since you're not tucking yourself under like this. But by tucking under, we're going to be gripping with the legs and using different muscles than just focusing on the core. So it doesn't matter how high you go. It matters that you're feeling your abs work, that you're pulling your belly down toward your spine. So inhale, bring it back down, and exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. Exhale, lift it up. And let's just do 3 more. Inhale, exhale, lift. And you notice that while you're focusing so intently on the abs and what they're doing and what your body position is, you really don't need to do that many reps to make it hard work. All right, so from here we're going to go and learn the exercise called the 100. It's a basic Pilates exercise that should be part of every mat workout. So on the exhale, we're going to lift up our head and we're going to reach our fingers nice and long. As you'll notice in Pilates, we lift our heads up often, and as a beginner, at any time your neck feels tired, just simply rest it back down on your pillow or on your hand towel. So the way the 100 goes is we inhale for 5 counts, and exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now while we're doing that, we also pump our arms as if we're slapping water. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. And you'll feel your belly tightening up. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. Make sure your shoulders aren't creeped up by your ears. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more. 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bring it back down. So we did half of the 100s. We did 50 pulses, counting to 5, inhaling and exhaling. So let's make it a little more challenging. So the option is to keep your feet right where they are, or to get your back in the supported position, pulling your back down to the mat and lifting your legs up into tabletop, and we'll finish the last half of the 100s. Inhale, exhale, lift up. Again, put your head down if your neck is straining. We're going to squeeze the legs together, pull the belly in, get it down so the back is not arching up off the mat. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deep breath in and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold and bring everything back down. So again, as a beginner, if you notice that it's a lot of work to keep your neck up, that is not unusual. Over time, you will get used to it, and in the meantime, I prefer that you keep your head down and do your exercises with your head down on the mat or on the pillow. All right, let's go into another of the basic Pilates bed exercises. Pull your right knee in toward you and hold on to your shin with each hand. The left leg, you're going to bring it up toward the ceiling. Take an inhale. On the exhale, you're going to decide if you're going to leave your head down or lift it up and look toward your right knee. This left leg is going to come down ever so slightly, and we're going to inhale and exhale, switch legs. Inhale, exhale, switch. I want you to pretend while you're doing this that you have a weight on your belly right here, and it's pulling it in, it's pulling it deep down toward your spine, and it's not letting your back arch up off the mat. We're staying supported. If your neck is straining, bring your head down and point your feet more upward toward the ceiling rather than pointing them out, as it's a little more strain on the back when the head is down. So let's keep going. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and one more time. Inhale, exhale. Pull your legs back in and just nod your head from side to side.